Now I'm sure all these modules have been helping you out. Now let's go dive into the module 3. It's called Midjourney Transforming Design Processes. Now welcome to module 3, where we will explore the concept of Midjourney and its transforming impacts of design processes. Join me as we uncover captivating stories, examples, and ideas that will ignite your imagination and keep you engaged throughout this journey. Now Midjourney is a very powerful tool. Recently it has launched its beta version where you can just type a prompt which can define an image and it will generate you a high quality render. And not just one, in 4 variations and more. With subscription model you can even get more features. So without further ado, let's dive into the power of Midjourney in design. In the world of design, the journey is just as important as destination. The Midjourney is a crucial phase where architects and designers elevate their processes, refine their ideas, and make critical decisions that shape the final outcomes. Now imagine the story of a sculptor named Leonardo, who's working on a masterpiece that will define his career, making adjustments and improvements along the way. Now this Midjourney evolution allows Leonardo to create a sculpture that is not only visually stunning, but also truly reflection of artistic vision. Now further on, streamlining workflows and boosting efficiency is another point. The Midjourney is a powerful tool for streamlining workflows and boosting efficiency in design and architecture. By regularly evaluating processes and making data-driven decisions, architects and designers can optimize their processes and ensure their projects stay on track. Let's take a look at some real-life example of how Midjourney approach has transformed design process and led the groundbreaking result.
So hi everyone, let's quickly dive into this crazy workflow process and a case study which will give you a deep understanding and idea of how Midjourney is going to influence the future of architecture. And this process and the workflow, I believe, is the strongest workflow that architects will follow in coming years. So let's quickly dive into how this process is executed, alright? So as you can see, these pavilion designs, these are some cool designs that have been created in Midjourney 4. Now with the basic prompting of an understanding of what exactly you want for your architectural structure to look like, Midjourney will give you this coolest of the coolest 3D views. Now following that, and also there is another skill that you need to master, and that skill is called prompting. Learning to prompt is a very important skill. Now as you can see all these beautiful drawings in so many variations and details, these are all results of perfect prompting. You can also take help from another AI website called as ChatGPT, which can help you get a perfect prompt or a description that you can apply here in Midjourney in order for you to get a perfect result. But then again, in order for you to operate ChatGPT, you need to prompt. So understand this one important thing, that prompting or prompt engineering is the most important skill that you need to polish in order for you to have a very effective and efficient results here in Midjourney. So the objective of this company, specifically named as Stephen, the one who created these designs, is aiming to build the structure practically in the community. Now experimenting with all these different kinds of designs that AI has given, one has to decide which is the final diagram you would like to go ahead about. Now initially to start with, it's very ideal for you to conceptualize, you sketch some construction details of how the shape is going to evolve, because you basically apply an architectural mind behind the dumb image that an AI provides you. And following those concepts is when you start modeling. Alright, now modeling is a basic understandable skill I believe every architect can generate, but the basic ideation of the idea can be helped out by Midjourney. As you can see right here, these dimensional drawings were given by Midjourney after a specific process which we followed with a good prompting skill. Yes, you have to master the skill of prompting, and there are also certain skills that you need to understand about Midjourney. In order for us to get and achieve these kinds of dimensional drawing, we just have to follow a very basic and simple process. Let me quickly take you to that process, and I believe you should be able to achieve that clarity as to how you can achieve this particular thing. Now these were basic diagrams that we created following the script. As you can see, it's called double barrel wall construction drawing architectural pavilion. Now let's create a variations of this, you just have to click upload files, and then you have to select a basic image that you have already created following a cool prompt that actually is being finalized. Now basically what we are trying to do here is we will try to upload the same image and following this as a reference and putting up a basic script that is going to add up to this particular thing. Basically we are going to create a variation of the similar image and the idea that we have already finalized. So you've uploaded the image, you open the file, and then you select all the link, copy it and bring it back in the prompting area. Alright, so what you do here is type /imagine. Now what we're going to do here is /imagine. We're going to paste the link that we already have generated or uploaded over there, the image that you can see, and also just blindly copy the same prompt that we finalized on the previous image. Now after you do this, you should be able to guide the AI to follow the reference image as the link that we have provided, and also this description also helps it understand what are the kind of designs that it can follow. Now meanwhile the drawing is being generated, we can quickly explore the 3D model that we have modeled in the another software altogether. Now as these drawings was generated in order for us to have references and understanding of like how we can go ahead and build this particular model in general. This can be generated in any softwares and 3D printed basically. Now you can follow Rhino, Grasshopper, or you can also create it in ArchiCAD, or you can simply create it in SketchUp like this YouTuber has created. And this is the process which can export a file of STL. This is a basic extension. So this extension will be able to help you to 3D print the entire model that you have modeled. So just for that you can have a real-time scaling and understanding of the model. So basically this process helps you analyze the structure that you have created into different dimensions. So this is a very ideally every computer will have this 3D builder software which will be able to help you understand the model into different dimensions. Now once that is set, you will have more clarity about the dumb image that was given by an AI. Alright, now this process I believe will help every architects and designers to master the future of designs, following different kinds of references. But as you can see, these are 4 variations created by this one reference that was being given. Now it's quite utopian as to the design that you can see. These are pretty futuristic. Alright, now for you to achieve these in real terms, it's quite hard for us to initially imagine. Now AI helps us at least give us a visual understanding if these can be a possibility of creating a pavilion. Now I believe after you expand, the first one looks pretty promising and intriguing. Alright, now it is not giving you the most clear image as far as the construction drawings are concerned, but I believe this at least gives you a sense of understanding or sense of ideation from where you can begin. And following this is where you can elaborate and find out different versions, and there's a lot of different procedure that you can follow in order for you to achieve different types of variations in the same thing. Now let's create a variation of all these different individual images that I believe might work in the ideations, and AI will give you this crazy different variations and styles of renderings. So alright, AI is good at analyzing and creating something that human has never thought of, and in these scenarios humans' practical approach towards getting the work done should be able to triumph to create the future which is extremely unique and beautiful. Now it's not necessary that you need to be extremely dependent on the kind of works that AI generates. So the work that AI generates, it's not 100% right all the time. You should be able to figure out and understand that these are the references that can help us get that first image of the first inspiration that an architect or a designer needs in order for them to start the process. And from there on, humans can take the wheel and drive on creating that beautiful masterpiece after analyzing the site and getting an understanding of how we can go ahead about getting that inspiration into reality. Now, after analyzing, it's pretty ideal. Now, after analyzing and having an understanding of a lot of different layers of how architecture building can be, executed. Of course, there are going to be a lot of changes in terms of design, and those changes is where human have to, put in order for them to practically work in the world which is filled with unexpected consequences, which most of the times AI cannot understand. Alright, now this process is, I believe, the future of architects, and architects needs to follow and understand that AI is a powerful tool that will be able to help you and guide you towards something that is unique. But the practical approach towards how and where you have to build has to be driven by human thoughts. Alright, now this is a journey, this is a process where humans should be in the loop. I'm extremely excited where this technology takes us, since this is a very initial version of and what ChatGPT and Midjourney looks like.
So the biggest problem that I as a designer have faced during the process of designing some building is that in the first phase of when we start a design, we have no image to start. We have no inspiration most of the times, but sometimes we can pen down few description and let AI give us an image in our head to start with. And based on those images is where you get started, and then create a 3D model and use ChatGPT to give you analysis and work on those analysis and see. Totally don't depend on just AI information. You have to recheck, reconfigure, and put your intuitions, creativity to get the best results, not to just you, but also to your clients. So make sure you use these AI tools to the most of its can, render best of the best possibilities of images. You can also time-lapse the same images to create a best movie possible. And there are hundreds and thousands of different uses Midjourney can provide you.
But for now, I believe you've learned enough to start with Midjourney and create some wonders, alright? So all the best doing that. Thank you so much for sticking around. I believe you learned something crazy today, and I'll see you in the next episode where we will explore about Adobe Firefly, which is the most coolest tech I believe Adobe has released, and how it can boost your efficiency in architecture and design. Thank you so much for tuning in for this reference session. Now let's go back to the module 3 and keep generating futuristic stuff. Thank you.